In this video, we are going to talk about ways that you can leverage your books and increase how much you can make from publishing books by creating multiple streams of income, even if you only have one book published. Hi, I'm Caroline. Welcome to my channel. I share videos every single week all about self-publishing books, and you're watching one of them right now, so thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join me. A few years ago, when low content book publishing started to get really popular as a side hustle or as an online business, Amazon didn't really have any rules or guidelines around these kinds of books and how we should be publishing them. And the method that most people used back then was to publish as many books as you possibly could in the hopes that just a few of them might make sales or a bunch of them might sell one or two a month. And then if you did have enough books doing that, then it all adds up. And if you did publish thousands and thousands of books and each one only sold once or twice a month, you could still make a really decent monthly income from that. And that method can still work. I'm not saying that that method doesn't work or that you shouldn't do it if that's what you want to do. But Amazon does clamp down these days on low content books because unfortunately people were just uploading mass amounts of very low quality books. Amazon have also started to clamp down on how many books you can publish in a day. And if you are publishing just a heap of low quality books, just hoping that some of them will sell, well, then that's not really a good experience for Amazon's customers. And it can be a little bit of a waste of your time creating and publishing all these books that are most likely not going to sell. And it's also not something that's probably very sustainable for the long term. And you most likely wouldn't be able to build a long lasting, legitimate publishing business. You'll probably get burnt out just trying to churn through publishing so many books every single day. Another path that you can take is that you can publish less books, but making the ones that you do publish much higher quality and more helpful to Amazon's customers. And essentially you work smarter, not harder, by leveraging an existing book and people who already like your books to create more income. I talk about this in a lot of my videos, and that it is so much easier to sell something to somebody who already knows your book or brand. They might have already bought it before, they like what you do already, than it is to sell something to somebody new who has never seen or heard of your books before, who has never seen or heard of you before. And the idea here is creating multiple streams of income from an already existing source, which is your book. Another reason that it is smart to do this is that it starts to give you more control over your business. While Amazon KDP is an amazing platform for us to be able to sell our books on, and we get access to their absolutely massive, loyal customer base, the reality is that we have very little control over a publishing business that is relying solely on income from Amazon KDP. If a customer does go into Amazon and buys our book, we never know who they are. We can never contact them to promote or market new books or other products to. The customer always belongs to Amazon. We all know there is the possibility of getting KDP accounts terminated, even if you feel like you have done nothing wrong. We have seen absolutely massive coloring book brands, the biggest coloring book brands on Amazon, like Jade Summer and Coco Yo, getting their accounts terminated, their books pulled from Amazon overnight, and losing massive amounts of income overnight. And also, we have no control over the Amazon algorithm and how and when our books get displayed to customers. And so it might get to a point for you where you want to have more control over your business, you want to have more security over your business and your income overall, and it's a really smart idea to try to create multiple streams of income so that if anything were ever to happen to your account or your books just stopped selling for some reason, then you have other ways of making money and you still have that security of knowing that your income isn't going to drop to zero in a day or overnight. So how do you go about doing this? I'll go over that now, and I'll also share some actual real life examples with you to give you some ideas of the kinds of things that you could do similar to create more income streams from your books. Now, firstly, some niches are going to be more easily able to do this in than others, but most of the time you should be able to come up with ideas of what else you could offer to create more income. Basically, you want to come up with complementary products that you can create and sell that people who have already bought your book and liked it will also like. These products can be physical products or they can be digital products, and they can be as small scale or as large as you want them to be. Here is an example. Let's say that you have created a journal or a planner, you've published it on Amazon, and that journal helps people increase their productivity. In your book, you let people know that you have a website. Maybe you've got a free offer for them, something free that they can download from your website. Let them know that you have a newsletter that they can subscribe to, and let them know what social media that you're active on. Then, if they want to, they can go to your website, they can sign up to your email list, and while they're there, they also notice that perhaps you have a podcast that talks all about productivity, and they usually prefer listening to something than reading, so they sign up or subscribe to your podcast. Now, you can monetize your podcast by having brands pay to advertise on it. You also create some digital products to sell on your website, perhaps some printable journal pages or productivity challenges, or maybe something like digital planners that people can purchase and download from your website. You also create a self-paced digital course that goes into more detail about how to be productive in all areas of your life or in your business that you sell. And then from there, for the people who maybe want a more hands-on or a more ongoing approach from you, you create a subscription-based product where you offer ongoing coaching on a monthly basis. So at this point in this example, there are now 4 additional streams of income in addition to that original book that you have on Amazon. So that's 5 streams of income, all stemming from the one book. Now, obviously, this is a very high level example, and these are digital products that will take time to create. But it's a way that you can bring Amazon's customers who already like your book that you have published over to you and make them your customer, which means you have much more control over how and when you can contact them, what you can and can't promote to them. And you'll also have direct access to these people so that you'll be able to find out what it is exactly that they want from you, what additional products you could create that will be very helpful to them. And also, we obviously have the income side of it where you can start to create products that have a much higher profit for you than the KDP royalties that you get with your book. Now, let's take a look at some actual examples of this happening with self-publishers on Amazon. The first example is Crystal Radke. She did start out as a self-publisher, but her letter tracing book, this one here, Learn to Write Workbook, is one of the most popular books on Amazon, and it got picked up by a publisher. But aside from her book on Amazon that is selling crazy amounts every single month, she has her own website where she sells additional things. So this is her website, Creative in Kinder with Crystal Radke. It's a website all about education for kindergarten aged children. It's a beautiful website, very professional, and then it goes into some other products that she offers in addition to her books. We have some educational products, and these are printable products that you can download from her website and print yourself. We also have some merch here, so some probably print on demand t-shirts that you can buy. Teacher products are very popular, and so mostly just a lot of printable, downloadable products for teachers, perhaps for homeschoolers. And there is also a section here on her website, Professional Development, where you can hire her to come and do speaking events and working with schools to host events to help other educators out there. So that is another stream of income that she has added. Now, in addition to the website itself, she does have a blog. And if we scroll down here, we can see that she is a Mediavine partner. Now, if you're unfamiliar with blogging, Mediavine is a program that you can join when your blog reaches a certain level of viewers, where you can display ads on your website, on your blog, and you can earn quite substantial income from Mediavine ads. So there's another stream of income that she has on her blog itself. Now, she also has this link over here, Shop My Faves, and this is going to take us to a page on Amazon where it's just linking not just her products, but other products that she loves. And these will be affiliate links. So if anyone purchases from her link, she is going to make a commission. And so that's just the first example of a book on Amazon that, yes, does very well, but then she has created extra streams of income totally separate from Amazon. It doesn't matter what goes on with Amazon, she still has all these products and all this stuff on her website that's drawing in more money for her every month. Now, another example is the kids' educational activity books by a publisher that has created a brand called Lucas and Friends. They have quite a few books on Amazon. They sell very well, so they are making a great income from Amazon alone. But if we pop over to their website, they have a very professional website that has a whole bunch of other streams of income going on here. So first of all, this website is an online store and it has a bunch of products, merch, all with the Lucas and Friends branding on it. So we have t-shirts, backpacks, pillowcases, clothing. And so the idea from this brand is they've created a character and a set of characters that kids become familiar with and fall in love with through their books. And then kids just love to have things with those characters on. And this is something that all big brands do. You see it in the shops with anything that is currently trending. Bluey, you will see how many products that you can buy with the Bluey characters on them because that has become such a well-known popular cartoon. Peppa Pig, I mean, you can name thousands and thousands of characters or TV shows or books that have gotten popular and then start creating all these additional streams of income from, in addition to the original book or the original TV show or the original cartoon. Now, something else that this brand has done is they've created educational apps. So they've created educational apps that over 30 million kids have used. They have a YouTube channel, and that would also be supplying them with an additional stream of income in terms of the ads that get run on their YouTube channel. So they're building all these additional streams of income in addition to those books that they have on Amazon. Okay, the next example that we have is the Shadow Work Journal, which is one of the best selling low content books on Amazon thanks to TikTok. So although this book is selling incredibly huge amounts on Amazon alone, I wanted to include this example to show you that you don't have to go large scale like we've just seen with Lucas and Friends creating educational apps and things like that. You don't always have to go such large scale if it's not what you want, or if you don't have the budget, or if you don't have the means to create such big projects or products like that. You don't always have to go down the pathway of creating a heap of different products or a bunch of digital courses. If you do just want to create and publish books and only books, but have a secondary place to sell them, then this is a prime example of that. So this person has a website, their brand is called Zenful Note, and they sell the same books that they sell on Amazon, only it's just through their website. So they charge a higher price on their website. The Shadow Work Journal is $31, whereas you can get it on Amazon for $25 for a hardcover, almost $18 for a paperback. They sell it for more on their website, probably because the printing quality might be a little bit better if they're using a higher quality printer than what Amazon uses. They will most likely also be making a much larger profit because they don't have to worry about paying Amazon their cut. All they would have to be doing is be getting their books printed, and then pretty much all the profit then goes to them. So I imagine that on their social media now, TikTok and wherever else that they're active, rather than sending people to Amazon to buy their book, they're probably sending people to their website to take advantage of those higher profits. Now, they have also made an additional product that you wouldn't be able to make through Amazon, which is this card game. So maybe over time, they're going to start adding more products than just the books that they sell on Amazon, and just continue increasing the products that they're going to have available to their customers, and having them for sale on their own website gives them complete control over the customer, over the products, over how and when they can promote and market these products. Now, the next example that I want to share with you is actually a high content author, because this isn't limited to low content books. You can create multiple streams of income from any type of book. And so this author has fiction books in the fantasy, romance kind of niche. And in addition to her books, she has a YouTube channel where she talks about her writing and publishing process. And she also offers to help anyone else who might want to publish a book. So there will be some income from the ads that get shown on her YouTube channel. Now, she also, going back to her website, also has some digital products that she sells on her website. These are about self-publishing books. If anyone's interested in self-publishing books from somebody who has published these types of books, then she offers these self-publishing guides. And she also offers editing services to other authors who need to get their books edited. So if you've written a book, you need someone to edit it, she can help you with that too. And so these are all just additional streams of income that she's created, all stemming from her originally writing and publishing a book on Amazon. Now, the next couple of examples I'm going to show you are children's picture books. I just want to give you a whole range of different books to show that you can do this with any type of book, and I want to show some examples based on what books you may be publishing. But if I'm not showing an example of the type of book that you publish or that you want to publish, you just need to do a bit of research, come up with some ideas of what people might like related to the niche and the type of book that you are going to publish. So the first children's book we're going to look at is The Girl Who Makes a Million Mistakes. This is a growth mindset book for kids, and it's doing very well on Amazon at the moment, has a great bestseller rank of 526, so selling very well on Amazon, and it is a self-published book. If we go to the website of this author, we've got Pig and Jeans and Pals. So this is a set of characters that this author has created, and they are throughout the different series of books that she has created. Now, this is an example of someone who hasn't done a whole heap of extra products or extra streams of income, but it's a good start. And if you do publish children's books and you're kind of wondering what sort of things can I create for kids, this might help. So they have their books, which you can buy on Amazon, but they also offer them through their website as well. They have some printable coloring pages that you can purchase. They also have another book, which is more about parenting or for parents, that you can purchase. And considering this author has created these sets of characters, this is a case where you could start creating some additional products like merch. You don't have to purchase products up front. You can create a lot of merch products through print on demand, which means you don't need to buy those products up front. You choose a print-on-demand partner and they will print and ship your products for you once someone buys one. And the next children's book I wanted to share is Bye Bye Bully, and this is a book by Stacey C. Bauer. I thought her website was a really great example of ways that you can add additional streams of income. So she's created a website where she talks about her books. You can book her for an author visit, and she has some courses. So she has her books. In the shop, we can see that she's offering her books in bundles. So again, in addition to being able to buy them on Amazon, she obviously has them printed elsewhere and you can buy them from her. In addition to the books, she also has some enamel pins that she has created around the set of characters, and she also has these teddies. So she's had some teddies created based on the characters in her book. In addition to those things, for the actual readers of the book, she has created some products for people who want to self-publish or who want to publish their own book. So she's got some webinars, she has a course teaching other people how to do what she is doing, basically. And one last one I do just want to show quickly, which isn't a self-published book, but this is a very popular self-love workbook for women. So almost like a guided journal sort of. This book was published by a therapist or a counselor. We hop over to her website. She's a counselor who offers counseling services. So I wanted to show you this example because if you have some type of service you can offer, then maybe this is a great way to add an additional source of income to your book. So maybe you create kids' educational workbooks, similar to the math workbooks that I regularly talk about on my channel. If you do that, can you then offer math tutoring or tutoring in whatever subject it is that you create books for? Another example is, let's say you create a aligned music workbook or aligned music notebook where people can write their own music. Can you offer music lessons or music tutoring? So that's just a few examples there of the different ways that you can add additional products that are complementary to your book that can help you bring in more income without having to be constantly publishing new books. I hope that this video has given you some really solid ideas on ways that you can do this for yourself and hopefully add extra sources of income that are related to your books, but also independent from your books, so that you have some sources of income away from Amazon KDP. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.